What's up, y'all? I'm just fixing my crown. Because I'm a motherfucking king, huh? Alright. We're gonna get into this. Let's see. I think we can do some myrrh. We got a little myrrh. Set this tone before we get into this reading, everybody. Happy Tarot Tuesday. Got some things to get into. We'll do things a little bit differently. Just a little bit differently this time. And I'm just going to cleanse these cards with some sage first. Sage these cards. Oh, in this space, child. I'll be using my Oracle deck again. Yes, I will be using this Oracle deck. Let's get a little bit more fire with that, please. Shit. Alright. Put that right there on them. Doesn't I want to compete with the music. Alright. So, what's up, y'all? Ooh, hey. It is your boy, Gemini, the twins. But which twin are y'all getting today? I don't know. I do not know. What I do know is that today I just quit my motherfucking job. Alright? Now, I've been at this place for like 3.5, 4 months, if that. And I just felt like it was time, you know? Like, no longer. And we're going to talk about a little something today, you know, as we get into our reading and whatnot, and whatever, but the situations that we find ourselves in, right? You see, we're all in a situation, whatever our situation is. And I think when I first realized this about situations, I was so annoyed, I was so irritated, because I realized that any situation that we're in, wherever we're at, whatever stage we're at in our lives, we are 100% responsible for that. Wherever we may be in our lives, whether we're happy with it, whether we're sad with it, but we're responsible for all of the happenings that are in our lives and the people that we meet, you know, during these specific points, periods in time, right? But lately, I've just been feeling like my time, my energy is valuable, and I'm not really interested anymore in giving my time and my energy to people who don't see the same value in return. You know what I'm saying? People that just like to use and to call you and get all the information out of you and where you at and how you do this, how you do that, can you do this, can you do that, but they don't really like offer I want to say equatable exchange. So, you know, a few days ago, like my tires started going flat. Mind you, let's talk about November real quick. Like, November was a nasty ass bitch, all right? And for all of you who know, y'all know, November was definitely a little nasty ass bitch. And what kickstarted it off was that retrograde that we had in October on Halloween, where I guess the ancestors and the spirits and whatever just decided, hey, we about to fuck it up. This is our portal. We coming through to shake some shit up because some shit has to change, right? As we enter into 2020, the year of the four. The year four symbolizes death. It also symbolizes stability. So my question has been like, what has to die, you know? Sometimes I'll pull like tarot cards for myself, and I will, like, these tarot cards be reading the shit out of me, y'all. Like, for real. Like, as I speak to you, I speak to myself. You understand what I'm saying? So as I read you, I read myself at the same time, which is, you know, it's just an interesting thing about being a spiritualist, I guess you can say. Having the gift of doing tarot is that you realize that as you are reading, right, it's still a reflection of a part in our lives. Because when you think about it, maybe you don't think about it, I don't know, but everybody like is a projection of your mind. And what does that mean, that everybody's a projection of your mind? If you ever hooked up a projector, right? You hook up the projector to the computer, right? To blast on the wall or the screen something, to make something bigger, right? Maybe you need to see something or experience something like you never experienced it before, just to give you that that little nudge or that better understanding, right? So you need to project it, you need to magnify it. And so a little trick in this game called life is becoming aware that these situations that we find ourselves in, these people that we meet, are projections of our internal, are projections of our mind, are experiences that we're having, but it's like living in a virtual reality where you're the designer of the game. So you already know how the game will end, but you also have programmed into the game certain things and certain events to happen to keep you going in the game and to keep you going. So that's how life is, right? And as I speak to you, I speak to myself. I started this job in July because I felt like, man, I gotta get a job. What really is going on is fear, right? We make these decisions, I make these decisions based on fear, right? People say you gotta get a job, you gotta get the benefits, you gotta get this, you gotta get that, you gotta make sure you're okay, you gotta make sure you're set. But that mentality can be very dangerous, because what it does is it causes you to live in the future. It causes you to live in a time that you're not even experiencing yet. And that brings about anxiety. And then we go to the doctors trying to figure out why is the doctor trying to put us on this high blood pressure medication. And it's because we're anxious. You know, we're always worried and we're always concerned about tomorrow and the next day. And, ooh, in 2020, ooh, new year, new me. Like, we haven't even gotten there yet. You understand what I'm saying? And I've experienced this in my life. And I've experienced traumas in my life that have kind of paralyzed me, you know, when it comes to making decisions. And so, as of recently, thank you to November, thank you to the retrograde, that really causes, you know, serves to shake things up. Maybe people weren't shaken up externally. Maybe, you know, people's cars didn't stop working and cell phones didn't start breaking during the retrograde. But maybe, like, internally, like, our cars stopped fucking with us internally, right? Maybe our cell phone, our memory stopped fucking with us internally. Or maybe we had a glitch or something, right? To where it's like, hold up, slow down, let's rethink this. So I'm probably sounding like I'm all over the place right now. And that's okay. You know, chaos is okay. There's beauty in chaos. There's beauty in darkness. There's beauty in the unknown, right? But the message that I want us all to take away from today is that we no longer have to subject ourselves to the bullshit, right, that people like to throw on us, whether it be in our families, whether it be in our churches, whether it be in our jobs, whether it be in our friend groups. You don't have to deal with it. That is not your problem, and that is not your problem to solve, to take in, and to absorb. You give that shit right back to them. And I don't mean like you gotta be nasty with them. No, I mean you put that barrier up. This is not my problem. You are not my problem. In fact, what can I learn from you trying to be a problem in my life? You know, I was at a job that I just quit. They just found out that I quit this morning. I sent them an email. You know, and I thought about being nasty with it. And I was like, no. You know, I could be if I wanted to, but I just want to be done with this energy, right? If you all ever see these movies where they're stuck at these desk jobs and then they got this fat nasty boss and she's just sweating and munching and just over you with staplers and memos and emails, like that shit, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. And I would encourage I would encourage all of y'all to be done with that shit too. Like, the only way we really about to see change is if we start making these changes in our individual lives, right? Because it's our individual lives that put these pieces together for the bigger divine picture, right? So if I start quitting my job, then the next 10 people start quitting their jobs. Now everybody quitting their jobs, right? Some change is gonna have to be made, right? We have the power to make this change, but the most powerful change has to begin within ourselves. And I've just decided that, you know, I set these people up. Like I was talking about projections, right? I put these people in my life. I put that nasty ass boss in my life. I put these ungrateful ass kids in my life so that I could remember I am worth more than this bullshit. Like so I can remember that not to get comfortable in these 9 to 5s, right? In these 12 to 8s, 12 to 9s, 1s to 8s, however they like to glamour it up. Like, no, you know, I'm moving away from making decisions based out of fear-based decisions, and moving into decisions based off of faith-based decisions, knowing that whatever the fuck I do, whatever situation I find myself in, no matter how good it looks, no matter how bad it looks, the universe has got my back. Especially our ancestors. I hear my grandparents, right? I hear grandparents are big right now. A lot of our grandparents are probably trying to connect with us, are probably revealing things to us in our dreams, are probably popping up, right? Maybe something symbolizes them. Maybe something that they really like. Maybe, for instance, my grandmother loved butterflies, moths, right? So every now and then she likes to remind me in the form of a butterfly, in the form of moth, that she's watching, that she's here, right? I get visits in my dreams just to let me know, like, look, all this earthly shit, fuck the bullshit. There's something greater. You know that song by Beyonce, Bigger, right? You're part of something way bigger. You're part of something way bigger. It's bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than the picture they framed us to see. All right, I had to do that run. But yeah, seriously, like, we need to remember that we are just little pieces in a bigger picture, right? The universe is experiencing it itself through us. God, whoever you know, proclaim to be your God, has decided to experience itself through us, through your eyes. Only you can experience your life through your eyes. Nobody else, no matter how good their intentions may seem, may be. You know, no matter who it is, no matter how close they are to you, no matter how long they've known you, only you are experiencing your life through the lens that you are experiencing it through. Nobody else is sharing the same reality that you are sharing. Even through our biggest fears and our biggest projections, we still don't share the same reality as each other because we're all individuals with individual minds, individual experiences, individual emotions, individual birth chart placements. So what's good for the goose may not be good for the gander, and I do not fuck with birds. That's all I'm saying. So all I'm saying is like, y'all, it's time like to follow your heart. I know I ain't been active like that on Instagram and shit, and you know what? I needed some time. I needed some time to remember who the fuck I was. You see, I don't have this shit on my head just to be cute. I don't have this shit on my head just to be cute. No, I have this shit on my head because guess what? It's a part of my motherfucking bloodline. Royalty runs through these motherfucking veins, my nigga, my goddess, my queen, my king, my knights, my warriors. Royalty runs in my motherfucking veins. And look, everybody ain't royal. Everybody can't handle that responsibility, but there are some of us who have gone through some bullshit, right? The bullshit, the heart of the bullshit, the stinkier of the bullshit. That means you're covered. That means you special. When your life seems like it's falling apart, when you seem like you've hit rock bottom, it's because you're special. Diamonds just don't appear. They are created through pressure. Everybody want to shine, but everybody can't handle the pressure. So motherfuckers got to come back into this world and relive these experiences again until they wake the fuck up. I'm deciding that my time to wake the fuck up is now. My time to wake the fuck up is now because I'm not trying to come back to this earthly bullshit. No more. So, whenever I have a chance to create peace in my life, to create happiness in my life, to take back my motherfucking power, guess what the fuck I'm about to do is take back my motherfucking power. I reclaim my power from the spaces that dim my light. Reclaim your motherfucking power. Because it's yours. It's yours. Choices are yours. Whatever choice you make, the universe has your back. The universe has my back. The universe has got our back. Our back. Our black backs. My brown backs. Right? So don't get caught up in this corporate bullshit. You feel me? Like if you're feeling like you don't want to be behind that desk no more, if you feeling like if maybe you work with kids and shit, the kids is just being rude as fuck, and you just like, look, I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, it's gonna hurt to walk away. It'll be scary to walk away, but we just gotta walk away. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, follow your heart. Your heart is what is going to create peace and happiness in your life. Whatever you dream about doing, do it. Whatever you keep second guessing yourself about, do it. Whatever nigga you might need to leave, do it. Whatever bitch you might not need to fuck, do it. Don't fuck, okay? Whatever phone you might need to turn off, turn it off. Whatever notifications, turn them off. Wherever voicemail you know you do not need to check, don't check it. Delete it. I'm good for deleting shit. Now you see it, now you don't. No, I'm real good for that. And that's the power that you hold, right? That's a part of being. You want to talk about we kings, we queens, we gods, we goddesses. Okay. What you gonna do when you have the power to? What you gonna do when you have the power to do? Are you just gonna think? Because what they say, faith without works is what? Dead. So we just gonna die? Just gonna let our lives. There's nothing wrong with death. But death is just another form of life, right? So in this life, if I don't take control of my life, what the fuck you gonna think is gonna happen when I die? Me not being in control again of what's going on in the next life? Fuck that. You gotta start making choices for yourself that you know are gonna make you happy. No matter what the money looks like, no matter what the refrigerator looks like. It's about being at peace with first yourself and then the decisions that you make, being at peace. And I am at peace. I am not looking back. They could read that email that I just sent them this morning and have a nice life. All right. So let's get into some tarot. Okay, I'm pulling out of my Oracle deck. All right. Let's start off with our earth signs for the month of December. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgos. Capricorns, Taurus, Virgos. For the month of December, what is our energy for Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos? This card looks like it wants to come out. The Blue Lotus, Enlightenment. All right. Look at that. Enlightenment. We matching. This is the first card that I pulled. I'm trying to tell y'all everything is everything. So for my earth signs, this is a beautiful card. You're coming into some type of awakening. Maybe it's a spiritual awakening. Maybe it's a mental awakening. Maybe you just woke the fuck up and you snapped the fuck up out of it, right? And now you're enlightened, right? You've got that enlightenment. Like that lotus. Lotuses grow in muddy, murky waters, right? They grow in that bullshit, but what's the product of that is a beautiful flower. You see that blue? That blue means peace. You see that yellow, golden sun rays? That's that enlightenment that comes from having that peace in those murky waters when everything around you might look ugly, when everything around you might not be still, but there you are, the lotus, blossoming. People look at you, they stare at you, can't keep their eyes off of you. They want to pick you, right? You're so magnanimous. This enlightenment that you have is so beautiful that it attracts people. It's magnetizing. This is our energy for our earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Also remember, if you have any of those placements in your chart, right, wherever you might have Capricorn, wherever you might have Taurus, wherever you might have Virgo, enlightenment is in those areas of your life right now. All right? Beautiful card, Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos. I see y'all working hard. I love a good earth sign. Why? Because they help you get practical about some things. You know, some things you do have to think about and you do have to plan out. Some things you just don't. Some things you just gotta feel it, right? My water signs. Let's get into water next. But yeah, Capricorns, y'all know all about that hard work. Tauruses, y'all know all about getting it when your mind is set to go get it. And my Virgos, y'all already know y'all be having shit together. All right, let's pull for our water signs. Water signs. My Scorpios, my Cancers, and my Pisces. Scorpios, Cancers, Pisces. What's up? What's up with our Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces for this month of December? For this month of December. Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces. And I will, you'll probably hear me talking a little bit more on my podcast when I put that out. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Just watch. So what we got are Scorpios, Cancers, Pisces. What is the energy we can expect for our Scorpios, our Cancers, and our Pisces? So, Cat, magical protection. I love it. Look at these colors of these cards. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, but yes. And is this a... Yeah. Look, she has a scorpion on her head. Why? Because the scorpion, I don't have a scorpion for nothing, y'all, is an amulet, a protection amulet. You are being protected right now, my water signs. Take control of those emotions because you're protected. And this protection is magical. I love this card. I love my magical protection cards. You are protected. You are protected. I'm hearing use wisdom. Your guards are there for a reason, right? You're able to sift through the bullshit for a reason, my water signs. And you see, my Scorpio, my Jupiter is in Scorpio. Jupiter just entered Capricorn. So basically it was like Scorpio deals with death, transformation, right? The deepest parts, right? So basically my Jupiter placement linked up with Saturn, Capricorn, and said, look, we done. Death to this corporate nonsense. But my water signs, you are protected. You are being magically protected. Be at peace. Go in peace. You are magically protected. So, Cat. Alright, let's put it back in the deck. Ooh. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Ring the alarm. That sounds like fire to me. So I'm going to pull from my fire signs. My Aries. What's up, Aries? What's up to all my Rams? What's up? So I'm going to pull from my Aries, my Sagittariuses, and my Leos, my vibrant Leos. I'm feeling like we're about to pull a card with some orange and yellow all up in it. Like some just good energy I feel for my fire signs for the month of December. I'm hearing shoot for the stars, go for your goals to my fire signs. As I speak to you, I speak to myself. My fire signs, what is our energy, fire signs? Look at all these cards, these colors of these cards, right? We've got Num, Creator God. Look, what is he doing? He's creating. This is his creation. He's creating. You see that ram? Isn't that interesting for my fire signs? You get the ram's head, right? The first, he goes for it. These horns are wisdom. This ram, these horns are wisdom. Do you see the resemblance yet, people? This is not a joke. I am not lying to you. This is not a gimmick. This is not for clouts. This is me. These are my fire signs. This is what we are doing in the month of December. We are using our creative force, our creative energy to create and be those gods that we are. Look at that. It's beauty. It's beauty. Go for it, fire signs. We are the fire signs. I know it gets hard, especially for us Aries. But we are necessary, as well as all the other elements. But we are necessary to this planet. Our gifts are necessary to this planet because we are the fire of the world. You are the fire of the world. Don't nobody want to eat cold food all the time. Heat that shit up. Know your power. When you walk into a place, when you walk into a situation, you are powerful. You create the tone, the mood. You shake it up. You could cause the air to be hot air. You could cause the water to be warm water. You could cause the fire on this earth because that's how powerful you are. That's how influential you are. And when you create, you are tapping into your godhood. Be great, fire signs. Be great. Now to my air signs. Air signs. Thank you for the air. Thank you for the oxygen. Thank you for the breath. For our air signs. Air signs. What's up, air signs? What's up to my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquariuses? You see, Aquarius think they slick. They kind of want to be some water and they want to be air. That's cool. Aquariuses with y'all two lines. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Libra. Hello, Gemini. No introduction needed. What do we got for our air signs for the month of December? What do we got for our air signs for the month of December? Top part. All right. Oh. 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 Hold up. See, air signs are snatching wigs and shit. Air signs. Y'all got the same card. Y'all just see me shuffle these cards. Air signs, y'all got the same card. My air signs. We need some new life to be breathed and blown into some of these people's lungs, right? Because a lot of people are dead. A lot of people sleep. You ever been on the road, right? You driving, you run out that window and then that air just smacks you right across the face. That's what we need from these air signs. That's what's going on in December. Y'all got to ruffle some feathers, air signs. Start creating. Air signs are very creative as well. They're very adaptable. You need to start using that movement to create change, to remind us all to go with the flow, right? But you're creating in that. Guess what? You're creating. You're taking the control of your life. That's what being God is about, taking control, right? Knowing your power, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, and shaping your life into your creation, what you want it to be. Look at all my air signs. That's what's up. Came out twice, back to back. Came out twice, back to back. All right, y'all. So to end this, all I'm going to say is follow your heart. Follow your passion, right? Whatever that is. Don't let the he say, she say, the naysayers, don't let them, they gonna talk and that's okay. They gonna talk and that's okay. They gonna talk and that's okay. Their life is not your life. Nobody will ever walk into your shoes. There will never be another you. There will never be another you. No matter if you're water, earth, fire, air. Like, there's not ever going to be another me. So when you guys see me, only I could do what I do. Only I could do what I do. So I encourage y'all to do you and not try me. Okay? Because once you try somebody else, like, that's just permission for them to react however the fuck they want to react. Cause and effect, all right? But that's for a different day. That's for the podcast. All right. Happy Tuesday, December 3rd. You know, don't let it get too icy out there. You feel me? These were the messages. All right.